People really love to tell you isolating yourself is dangerous, that you will lose friends, that you're being selfish. But here is the truth that really nobody wanna admit. Most of the growth that you're praying for cannot happen in a room that is full of noises. That's simple as that. When you step back from everyone, you finally hear your own thoughts, your own voice, your real voice, your true self voice. You finally see who drains you, who distracts you, and who only likes you when you're accessible. Isolation is not punishment, it's preparation. Consider it as a prep for your future self. And if someone calls you selfish for choosing yourself, maybe they were just benefiting the most of you when you were not ignoring them, when you were the most accessible. So that's what we're gonna talk about today. How to have the guts to really isolate yourself and not feel bad about it, or just leave people behind, and that's pretty much okay because you're living one life, right?
I saw another creator say you need to just be busy and be self-centered. And when I tell you that is so true. So one of my homegirls was asking me the other day how I have so many guys chasing after me. I'm always getting asked out on dates. I have them buying me things. And it's because I do not care about them. I care about myself. I think the problem is a lot of women tend to be male-centered. And when you're male-centered, it's never going to work out for you. It's literally the law of attraction. I promise you, once you start just focusing on yourself and stop worrying about men all day, men, everything that's meant for you will be attracted to you. You guys need to learn how to be self-centered, be busy, keep up with yourself. Every day I'm busy doing something. I'm over here working content, then earlier I was doing meetings and emails, and then later on I'm gonna hang out with my mom, and then I have dinner plans. Like, my life and my world revolves around me. I don't know what kind of reverse psychology it was, but I promise y'all, as soon as I said, okay, look, I'm done with men, I'm just gonna focus on myself and just do me, that's when they all started chasing me. To this day, I still don't care. I'm literally so focused on myself right now that a man is the last thing that's on my mind. And for some reason, the fact that I do not want men in my life, it makes them want me more, if that makes sense. Meanwhile, I know people that want a man, they want a boyfriend, they're out there trying to get a guy, they're going out, and everything about them is so male-centered, and then they don't get the attention that they want. This is your reminder to put yourself first. Men put themselves first. I promise you, if they want to go and chill with their homeboys, they're gonna do that. When they gotta work, they're gonna do that. If they're working on business calls and doing that, they're not first worried about a woman. They're focused on themselves. Anything that's meant for you is going to align, but I really want women to start focusing on themselves, to start doing things for them, and to stop being so male-centered. And I know what a lot of y'all are gonna say. Y'all gonna say, oh, Edna comes on here and she's talking about a guy every day, or I talk about my ex. Yeah, I do that because I make money on this app. This is a business for me. Talking about this stuff makes me money. But in real life, I'm not here worried about any type of man. And y'all can ask them. It's really Edna all day, every day. Like, I'm just so focused on myself that it just works for me. And when you focus on yourself and you put yourself first, I promise you, anything that's meant for you will attract you.
People hear words self centered and instantly they be thinking it's a bad thing. Yeah, hell yeah. You want them to be thinking. You better be wanting to be thinking it's a bad thing. Why? Because they will be driven away from your life. Which actually, that's what you want. Because when they hear self centered, they think, oh, this person, I cannot benefit from them. So I better get my edge away from them. So I go talk to another person. And I bet you these people that were talking with you, like, hey, can you do for me this and that and third, they will be, when you're not available anymore, they will be going to another person. So you're not really special, honey. It's all about what they benefited from you. It's not about you, okay? I want you just to invest in your peace, your goals, and healing. And I don't want you to take anything seriously. When these people like they do you wrong, instead of you sitting and crying, say, "Okay, I knew it." So screw that. I gotta be self-centered and enhance my abilities, not to people please other people and get my edge together. Because when I focus with myself and I let my energy grow where I make it flow, that's how in few months I will not be recognizable. And I want you to think about it like that. Is these people gonna be part of your life if you get where you want tomorrow? Well, if your answer is no, there is no in between answer. It's either a yes or no. If your answer is no, so you better move on now and isolate yourself. You don't want to be wasting time with people that ain't gonna be part of your future and ain't gonna be on the list of priorities to be the person that you want to be in future.
The minute I realize someone doesn't like me or someone's personality is off putting or annoying to me, I start ignoring them immediately. Because I don't have it in me to be annoyed or irritated or upset or angry. I just don't have it. And as you get older, you have a very low tolerance for foolishness, especially when you start having a job that you need to survive, when you start having bills, when you start having things and goals that are important. You don't want to be worrying about people and their nonsense. Okay? And you know what's so crazy? When I do this, people 9 times out of 10 will switch behaviors, and they'll kind of like inadvertently like try to talk to you again or correct their behavior because they realize that their behavior was off-putting and strange, and then they like inadvertently try to like correct it and try to like be your friend and be cool because they realize by you ignoring them that they messed up. So ignoring people is a very effective method when somebody pisses you off. Literally, like, ignoring people is my best trait. It's my most effective way that I deal with conflict, which sometimes can be bad in more personal or intimate relationships, but we're not talking about that. I'm talking about in general. If someone displays a behavior that is peculiar or strange or shows me who that person is, you're done. You're done. Because that same red flag that you're going to ignore at the beginning, it's going to show up tenfold in, the second week, the second month of you knowing that person. And then they're going to do something in your life that really impacts you, that really messes you up, that really pisses you off. And now you got to get out of character and out of pocket and make a damn scene. So to avoid all that, the first time I see some weird stuff, some strange red flag, you said something weird, you did something weird, you're done. You're done. You're clipped.
Now let's talk about the art of ignoring people. The art of ignoring people, it's not about acting cold, it's about protecting your own focus. It's about literally and actually focusing on yourself, like for real. Like deeply you mean it, deeply you want it, deeply you don't give a shit about nobody except yourself. You actually do not care about anybody except your future self. Okay, not everyone deserves access to your mind, your time, your energy, and specifically to what you wanna do in future. If you find yourself in a situation that you're talking too much, spilling so much tea about what's going on in your life, things that didn't happen, you're waiting for it to happen, or things that you already did, but you're trying to keep it on the low so other people will not know about it. Yeah, it's just like a small baby. You just want to keep it safe, you want to keep it warm for it to grow and become so strong that you can show it to everybody. Yeah, that's my baby, that's my project. You know what I'm saying? The drama, the people will drain you for real and will drain the hell out of everything that you want to do in your life. They will just put their eye. I don't know if you believe in evil eye or no, but I firmly believe in evil eye. People do and can give it to you, spoil any plan that you have for the future. So you gotta master the silence. For real, that's a win-win-win for you. You gotta stop just letting people pull you out of character. So when somebody trying to provoke you to say something about your life, you just stay silent or say nonsense. Say something that you don't care about yourself, or even say a lie. I don't care at this point. Sometimes you gotta just give people something to talk about, for you just to get away with something that you're already doing in your life, or just keep silence and ignore them people and just don't talk to them anymore and give them nonsense. Okay, and if you think that these people, if you go away and you don't speak to them, they're gonna speak about you bad, let them speak bad. They are not paying you, they're not being you none. Okay, so no matter what they say, they're just filling up your time with you, so they're actually giving you energy, which is a win for you. You gotta just stop explaining yourself. You stop reacting. I want you right now, stop reacting to anything. You gotta be self-centered. Okay, ignoring people is not rude, it is emotional discipline to get what you want in life.
If needed, uh, take time to disappear and focus on yourself. There are many times that we really require to disappear from the public, and you just decide, okay, let me go and improve myself and fix up my things. Because unless you understand this concept, you'll always be asking yourself, but how comes I'm not growing? Do you know, when you stay near your circle of uh, failures, let me use that word, the guys that you've been failing together, my friend, you'll never improve. The people who have really made it in life are the ones who have disappeared, went out and decided, okay, let me change my crew. And for sure, they always change. Something always changes. But now, the difficult part of it is that sometimes people will not understand you. Others, they will say, okay, this guy is pretending now he knows much than us. Misery loves company. Misery loves company. Your old friends will not allow you to go. I've seen this in my life. There's a time I just decided, you know what, I need to disappear so that I can go and improve myself. But then, your clique of friends, they don't want you to disappear. They want you to stay. Why? Because they are seeing this guy is going and is coming with new ideas, new plans, new things. And we are still in the same box that you have been all through. Come on, no, we need to be the same. There's one thing a friend of mine once told me. If at all, Keith, you ever find yourself that in your crew, the people that you hang around with, you're the top dog, then you have to ask yourself, okay, if I'm the top dog in my crew, then something is wrong. Something is not adding up. You need to get out from that team, because if you hang around 5 thieves, you'll be the 6th. And if you hang around 5 millionaires, you'll be the 6th one. That's a fact of life. So it's very important for you to get lost sometime. Take time off. You don't need to go with always the same team. The problem with we as young people is that whenever you want to go and regenerate, you call your bunch of friends. Hey, so and so, let's go to Naivasha, let's go to Mombasa, let's go to here, let's go to this place where I want to rejuvenate. And they don't want to rejuvenate, they're just going to drink and party and enjoy life, and you're not growing yourself. Get sometimes to go and give yourself a type of off from the people you know, from the things that you're used to, and get to be different, get to be a different person. And this freedom will open up your mind. And you're not hating anybody, but you just want to improve yourself. Because the way you see life is not the way other people see it. For instance, I used to, it's obvious, let me give you a story. I used to think I loved listening to hip hop music and enjoying, all this boom boom Tupac thing. But then I found out that whenever I'm myself alone, I'm listening to soulful music, like not soul music, but just soulful music, like easy, relaxed music, Peter Cetera kind of music, this kind of easy, Michael Bolton, I just don't know why I loved sensual music. But when I'm with the boys, I think I love hip hop. But you see, I was thinking that because I was living someone else's life. But until you take time yourself alone, you will not be able to understand yourself. Like the Bible says in Psalms 46:10, be still and know that I am God. How will you ever know that God dwells in you? How will you ever even understand and hear the voice of Him if you're never alone? You think that all the time He's running after people. No, take time yourself. Ask yourself, what do I need to do different? I need to be myself. I need to change my reasoning in my own way. And for sure, you will see things differently. So, from now, henceforth, start getting some time off alone. Disappear a little bit from the crowd, from your crew, from your team, from your friends, family. And come back rejuvenated. Come back a different person. Go read a book. Go do something you've never done. And for sure, my friend, you'll be a different guy. Trust me.
Don't be afraid to act like you don't know people in public. A lot of people may think that this is actually mean, but it's not, because a lot of people are fake, and you'll see them in public and then all of a sudden they're asking you all these questions, and people are actually just trying to gauge how far ahead of them or how far behind them you are in your life. They're not talking to you from a genuine place. And then there's another aspect of it where some people are just talking to you or saying, oh my God, Rachel, blah, 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 or whatever your name is. Oh my God, such and such, because they're actually lonely and their lives went downhill. and you seemingly look put together and they want to elevate themselves through you. And then some people may be like, okay, well, so what if someone's lonely or trying to talk to you or befriend you because they're lonely? But the caveat to this is a lot of times these are people that back in the day never acknowledged you, was never interested in making friends with you, and may have even spoken negatively of you in the past. And then suddenly 7 years after, you left a certain job or you graduated a school, whatever, now people want to be your friend. And to me, that's weird, and you need to get away from me immediately. And I'm going to ignore you every time because I don't know you like that. We don't know each other. We were never friends. We were never close, and we never hung out with each other. So why are you trying to talk to me now? And a lot of people may think, let bygones be bygones and move on. Nope. Don't let these people from your past come back. I don't care if it was an acquaintance, a friend, a man. They're in your past for a reason. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to show you why you guys were never friends, why the friendship ended, why the relationship ended, okay? Stay away from those people, and don't be afraid to ignore people in public. Keep walking, act like you didn't hear them. It's very simple.
You could be doing what I've just told you and all these creators told you, but at this point you'll be meeting also people in the street from day to day in the public, or you're at work where you gotta talk to clients, a whole lot of clients all day. So you'll be carrying all of these people energy throughout the day, and you're just somehow feeling drained by the end of the day. And this could be very much draining and have the same effect as having friends or family members who drain you. So what I'm trying to say here is that you need to know how to clean yourself. And cleaning yourself is by, like, okay, you gotta mention to the universe what type of things you're grateful for in this day. I'm telling you, work. So the work is draining you, right? But you gotta see what's really good at work for this day that you're living right now. The second thing, you need to take a salt bath. I cannot just emphasize about this more. Taking a salt bath is really beneficial for your body, will calm you, and will let the negative energy leave your own body. Third, you gotta keep your own place, your own home, a safe space. Really a safe space. Keep it calm, keep it tidy, keep it clean. This is how you're gonna be refreshed again. And the third thing, you have got to meditate, like before sleep and once you wake up. That's how you're gonna keep your energy steady, no matter how many people you meet during the day.
The actual number one best tip I have ever taken from the internet when it comes to relationships is being more self-absorbed and more self-focused. And I think a lot of women can relate to this. Like, as women, we have this like natural tendency to like make our whole lives and our whole state of like our mental state all about the person that we're with. Like, I'm constantly thinking about them, constantly daydreaming, constantly thinking, when am I going to see them next? Like, my whole world revolves around this other person, or did at least when I was younger. And as I'm getting older and understanding dynamics better, the number one tip for me has been turning the focus right back to me. If you want to learn how to do this, the best person to watch is Shira7. Someone will ask her like, well, what if my man's like going partying? What if my man doesn't like me anymore? I feel like the spark's fading. She's like, so do you still like him? Does he worry what you're doing? Like, everything should be about you. And no one's saying don't care about your partner. That's like not how this should be taken. But it's more like the focus shouldn't be so much about what they're doing, who they're seeing, who they're hanging out with. It should be what you're doing, who you're seeing. Like, the focus should just be about you and what you're doing. And this is especially true if you're one of those anxious girlies that is like constantly stressing about her man and like worried and maybe not as trusting. Like, focus on you. Like, be a little bit more superficial. Focus more on you. It takes a little bit of rewiring your brain to think this way, but once you do, trust me, it's the most peaceful thing on planet Earth.
Oh yes, cut a motherfucker off without saying shit. Protect your peace. I hate when people be saying like, oh, you childish if you cut somebody off and you don't tell them why you cutting them off. Like, that's corny. No, what's corny is people steady try to play with you in your face and think they gonna keep getting away with the shit. I am a firm believer in cut a motherfucker off, and you don't have to tell them why you're cutting them off. Especially if y'all friendship, relationship, whatever it is, lasted for a long ass time, but you already was showing signs of uncertainness. Every time I silently cut somebody off, they've never tried to reach out to me and ask me why I cut them off, why I stopped talking to them, why I disconnected myself from them, because they knew what they were already doing. So I am a firm believer in cut a motherfucker off without telling them shit, because a motherfucker know how they treating you. And I also look at things in a different perspective. Like, okay, well, if the roles were reversed and somebody cut me off without saying anything, me, the person I am, I'm about to ask them, is it something that I did wrong? Like, what's going on? Bitch, you was my friend, you was my boyfriend. Like, what the fuck going on? And the people that you cut off silently be the main ones not asking you why, because they know what they be doing. So
Have y'all reached that phase in adulthood where you just want to live a private life? Like, you don't want everybody in your business. You don't feel like posting your every single move. You don't feel like explaining yourself to people. You just want to live in your own island of the Lululand. No, I feel like the older I get, the more I just value just having privacy and just keeping certain things to myself. And it's not like you being secretive and you keeping stuff from people, but it's just like, I just feel like doing me and not having to explain my every single move to everybody and having people watching me, ducking and keeping track. Like, that's old. Oh, being delusional, living in your private little bubble and just minding your business, that will never get old for me. It will never get old.
Yeah, it will never get old for me too, being secretive about your life. Yeah, being secretive. Yes, you don't owe no one a play-by-play of your life. That's what I want to say here. If there is one point I can share or you can get with from this video, is that keeping your life to yourself makes you sane. And you don't owe no one explanation for breathing. You understand me? You feel me? You take your power back, and people will start to hover over your life. And hey, what you up to? Hey, don't feel bad when they say what you up to. Why you're not speaking? You're a very bad person. Yeah, I'm a hella bad person. If you think about it more, I'm very evil because I wanna upgrade my life and I don't wanna explain my energy or how I'm feeling or explain why I cannot do this or why I cannot do that. Real growth happens when you stop oversharing and start really actually acting in the moment. Put the work right there. You don't have to explain to nobody nothing, and you just can let go of whoever you have. Here we are. I can give you the key right now if you want it. I can give you the permission if you want it to not to talk to that friend, that person, or that guy anymore, and you don't owe them explanation. Here I am giving to you the permission. You're allowed to do that. You're a hella free person. Nobody's paying you bills. Well, they can actually tell you what to do if they are paying you good money. Well, if they are not, well, they can go.
Hey yo, I'm 37 years old, and let me tell you how I had to ghost 99.99% of the people I met along the way, including my friends, including some family, to actually save my life in my 20s. I now live in a $1 million home, 11 plus years in fitness, a body that I would have dreamt to have, building a family, 15-year career, building generational wealth through investing. But I used to be unemployed. I used to literally feel so empty, so broken. And what I didn't realize is that I was never going to be able to make it until I actually stopped hanging around the people, the very people that I thought were my team. Because I didn't realize one thing, fam, that my sense of identity was trying to reflect their expectations, reflect their comments. I was either trying to prove them wrong or prove them right. And that was the very environment that was making change impossible. It could never happen for me to actually try something new because I would be scared about being embarrassed in front of everybody. And you know, it's those little comments. Oh, look at this guy, this, that. Very lighthearted things that in itself don't mean anything. I am sure they didn't mean anything bad, most of those people. But you know that those little comments, those from your people, those are the things that actually destroy you and prevent 99% of the people out there from actually having the consistency and the persistence to go after their dreams, especially at the beginning. And especially in those vulnerable moments where you want to give up. And you're going to have your environment telling you, well, you weren't meant for this anyways. This is not you. What are you trying to do? By allowing myself to get out of these circles, to not tell anybody what I was doing, to get out of social media, that literally saved me and allowed me to go into jobs that I never would have taken before, routines I never would have taken before. It allowed me to learn about self-development, something that perhaps I've never talked to any of my friends about because maybe it doesn't look cool. Everybody wants to go out there and talk about sports and music, and I was just here thinking about some deep stuff. And guess what? I had to do that on my own. I had to face the silence. I had to face the loneliness. I had to be the one-man show. But it is in that moment that I stopped actually seeing myself through other people's eyes and actually learned to see my own self, to build real confidence, real recognition of myself, of my value, take ownership of my own actions, to stop blaming anybody else. And now I've reconnected with many of those friends and I've lost many of them as well. That's life. What I've done, however, is save the only relationship that matters the most and that will be there with me until it's all said and done, and that's the relationship between me, myself, and I. You must not give up on you. You matter more than anything else out there. Reconnect with yourself. Reconnect with your highest sense. And keep going.
Block people. It's not childish. If you feel like you need to remove all contact with someone to protect your peace, do it. Out of sight, out of mind. That's called being self-aware, not immature. The button exists for a reason.
Hey, I saw a post that said, I love unknowing people. And ain't that so real? Ain't that so real? You will get to a point in life where you mature enough to know that, like, I don't have to deal with this. I don't have to deal with you. This is my life. I make the rules and I get to decide who stays and who goes. So when you get to a point with people where it's like, you know what? I don't like the way you make me feel. I don't like the way you treat me. I don't like the energy you bringing into my life. Like, yeah, I know you now, but I get to make the decision to become strangers with you. I get to make the decision to unknow you. I get to kick you out, just like that. If you around here and you messing with my energy, you messing with my peace, you're not adding nothing into my life, you're not bringing no substance, I can literally make the decision to unknow you. Today, we can become strangers. Today, I'm in control of this thing. I don't know, like a real big part of adulthood is realizing that, wow, I really don't have to deal with anything that I don't want to deal with. I really don't have to put up with something that I'm not okay with putting up with. Like, it can get gone today. I make the rules, period. Like, this is my life and I'm not about to sit around stressed out when I can literally get rid of you today.
At the end of the day, the world moves. Whether you explain yourself or you didn't explain yourself, you stayed alone or you stayed with people, the world moved the day in. So choose yourself each and every time. Protect your peace and walk your path unapologetically. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but that's what it is. Your people actually who are meant for you will just adjust. And if they are not adjusting, well, they better go adjust somewhere else because we don't have time for that. Okay, they will fell off of your life. Keep your energy just selective, keep your vision sharp, and remember, isolation is not running away. It's a level up. Stay focused, you'll meet your tribe. Stay quiet, baby, and let your future make the real noise.